Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to King of the Cube. As you may have slightly heard, because I think I had Kodorin unmuted, but you probably couldn't tell completely what was going on. But so here's the thing: I'm gonna give you guys a picture of my life because I like to give people a glimpse behind the curtain. You know, just a little behind the scenes kind of deal, a little dealio. So yesterday, well, not yesterday, this week, I hit up my good friend, who's a Sheik player, who was the inaugural co-commentator on King of the Cube. Actually a Sheik and Fox player. He'll tell you he's a Sheik and Fox player, but he's a big streamer. He's a funny guy. It's Atriarch. He was gonna, you know, he basically told me I'm always down to commentate King of the Cube, especially if there's a Sheik on, you know, hit me up. And I'm like, well, it's Sheik week. We got Spark, so I hit up my good buddy Atriarch, and yesterday at yesterday evening he hits me up and he goes, I'm in 4 p.m. see you tomorrow. So I've been trying to get a hold of Atriarch for half an hour now. He doesn't seem to exist on this plane of reality anymore. None of his socials are lighting up. So basically we're waiting for Atriarch. I'm gonna give him like 5-10 more minutes. If Atriarch doesn't show up, then I'm just gonna fucking run it solo commentary, big dog style. If Atriarch does show up, I'm gonna get his webcam and we're gonna provide duo Super Smash Bros. Melee commentary that everybody knows and loves. That's what we're doing right now. We're waiting for Atriarch. Spark is ready. Kodorin is ready. I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. Hang on a minute. There they are. Look at him. Okay, Spark is still a stock photo because I think he's still traveling. He's still on a bus driving through the desert. He's still on a bus driving through the desert in Arizona somewhere, tethered in through his laptop. So he doesn't have a webcam. It's a tough life when you're Spark. Seriously, he is in Arizona. I have no idea why he's in Arizona, but that is actually true. But yeah, in the meantime, we're kind of just waiting for Atriarch. Not gonna lie, that's classic Atriarch. Do you know what's funny? So I'm just gonna talk to chat right now. I'm just gonna talk to chat. So chat, if you want, usually King of the Cube, I kind of ignore chat. I don't really talk back, but right now I'm gonna talk to chat. Listen. And then we'll bring Kodorin in. Might as well have some pregame with Kodorin while we're waiting for Atriarch. That's the classic Atriarch. Yeah, I was going to respond to that. Did you know that he once got mad at me for calling it Atriarch time? He was like, I think it was Fall Guys. He was like, dude, Toph, Big T, there's a new patch, Fall Guys, you know, coming out, whatever, on Friday or whatever. You want to play some Fall Guys? You want to stream some Fall Guys? And I was like, yeah, sure. What time? What time would you want to play? And he's like, oh, I don't know, like, let's say 7 p.m. And I was like, is that 7 p.m. like Pacific time or is that 7 p.m. Atriarch time? Because Atriarch time, that's more like 8:30 p.m., right? And he was like, what do you mean Atriarch time? I'm not late. I'm not late to stream engagements. I'm not late. And he got like mad at me. You know, it wasn't supposed to be like, I was just like joshing, you know, I was just like having a good time. Like, you know, Atriarch time, hey, you know, kind of thing. Like, you know, a little ribbon between the boys, you know, big A, big T kind of thing. Just joshing with him. And he like got defensive. I was like, what? Dude, you totally do show up. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. So I'm just happy that we have some people in the chat who are apparently corroborating my what do you call it? My nickname, the Atriarch time nickname. You know what I'm saying? Hit him again. You mean like message him again? I'll hit him again. Hang on. I gave him a little cold in 3. I'm gonna give him till 4:25. It's 4:19 right now Pacific time. Put a little tweet out. Hey, Blur. I got a better idea. Blur. What are you doing right now? Do you want to commentate Kodorin? Do you want to commentate a Sheik versus Marth match? You know, normally I wouldn't put on, I wouldn't just, you know, I wouldn't just put anybody on, but I see that I have a very esteemed commentator in the chat. Someone who's been grinding, someone who had a very impressive Training Mode Tuesdays this week. And I know that you and Kodorin are each other's mentors. I know that you're his TO mentor and he's your Marth mentor right now. So maybe it would be appropriate. Maybe it's maybe the right thing to do is to say, you know what, F the Sheik perspective. Get Atriarch out of here. Let's get the Blur on. Okay? Chat saying perfect time to get Blur. We want Blur. Can we get some we want Blur chants in the chat, please? T Iceman? What do you think about that? Dude, I could get Iceman on for commentary. I don't know if people are ready for Iceman commentary. Do we want Blur? First time chat from viewers says we want Blur. I mean, I'll do whatever. I'm gonna send you an OBS Ninja link. I'm gonna send you an OBS Ninja link. I don't have the time to rename it from what it was, so this is technically, well, okay, it's your OBS Ninja link, but here, hop in here, buddy. Hop in here and I did want to get you on for a Marth week, to be honest with you. So maybe this is perfect. And I don't think you're in the server. So let me invite you to the server. And in the meantime, I'm going to put a quick tweet. I haven't heard the Crimson Blur's voice in like a month. That's insane. That's insane. I feel like I hear the Crimson Blur's voice at least on a weekly basis. He'll be on a stream or he'll be commentating something. Training Mode Tuesdays. If you watch TMT, he's often commentating Training Mode Tuesday. The Crimson Slur is an insane name. Although, what do you think about it? Okay, obviously slur can mean like a pejorative or an insult, but it can also just mean like a blur, right? You're like slurring your words if you're like, your words kind of become blurry, right? That's kind of a, is that blur? What's up, dude? Oh my God, let me, oh my God, look at you. Dude, and you're already, look how easy that was. Look how easy that was. You see the magic of the internet, how easy that was? All right, F Atrioc, I'm gonna, he will, yeah, let me go ahead and change that. I'm gonna also, I need to delete my message to him because if he joins the OBS Ninja link, it's gonna screw everything up. So, okay, all right, we got a new co-commentator. What's your Twitter? Right, it's so confusing. Boom, look at that. You don't hate it, get out of here. It's iconic. It's iconic. No, you don't want to be at Blur. It's too late now. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tweet that we're, I think a lot of people still don't really know. Dude, it's funny, when I do King of the Cube on Fridays, people come in all through the evening. They come in at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., because I'll stream after. Oh, are you muted? Hang on, I gotta unmute you. There you are, boom. I'll be streaming at, in the evenings, and people come in at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and they're like, oh, did King of the Cube happen? Who won? And I'm like, yeah, it happens at 4. Well, okay, it used to happen at 5, so I understand that one. But people literally show up all through the night. It's insane. But you know, you're here on time.
Dude, I had to watch Kodorin's match. I wanted to watch it live. He was talking about it like all week. Me and him did TMT commentary like in the FlyQuest office. So he lives in like San Diego. And I'm like an hour away from that office, so I have a deal with them where it's like I'll go and commentate TMT as long as you pick me up because I'm on his way.
Oh.
So whenever we're there, that
he picks you up.
I'm not gonna do. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, you don't want to drive if you don't have to. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane.
I'm not gonna do that. So I was like, look, if you pick me up, I'll go. So basically, whenever if we ever do that again, or I think it's gonna become a regular thing, you know, we have a little like 1 hour that going up, going down.
Wow.
Where we talk all things life as well as often TOing, Marth.
Wow.
These sort of things.
Wow.
And I know that he's been preparing for this match. So I'm like,
I've heard, and before we get into the match, I think it would be appropriate to talk to him, do a little pregame interview, and you know, I want to hear from Kodorin himself. What's up, Kodorin? If you can hear me.
What's up?
Dude, so we spoke earlier this week on stream, and you said that today is the day you quash the rumors. That one Mango clip that it keeps getting recommended to people on YouTube where he says you're bad against Sheik. Today is the day that rumor dies.
Oh, it's not really a rumor. It's more of a narrative that is proven with past tournament results. I'll admit it. Yeah, like back then, I was not good versus Sheik. But, you know, exclusively the past week-ish, been playing only Sheik players for the most part.
Ooh.
And I got some analysis, some reworking, some good developments overall. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I've done enough work to really, like, that's, like, good enough to beat Spark yet. Because, you know, he is better than most Sheiks.
Yeah.
But, you know, the goal here is to, like, make it respectable. Like, the goal here for me is to make him work for every hit possible. Like, you know, give him those easy crouch cancels. Don't give him those easy autos, like, Sheik Marth stuff. And just hit everything that I want to hit. Make him sweat a little. Make it not a 5-0 at the very minimum. And I think I'll be happy. And I'll also be really happy if his internet also doesn't act up.
Yeah, well, he is on a bus driving through the desert. That's just
it's a little tough to get good internet when you're traveling all over the place.
So
Kind
for
of
the
comes with the territory.
uninitiated,
Yes.
he's not actually on a bus driving across the desert. while
No,
playing
but
this.
he's in Arizona, and I'm just gonna give full disclosure here because I'm a human like anybody else. I'm allowed to be biased. I'm cheering for Kodorin today. Why? Because yeah, that's the narrative. He's the protagonist of today. He's the challenger. Spark, he's the king of the cube. But you might notice Spark's not on the call because when I asked him, as was the story last week, hey, do you want to do like a pregame interview? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's really complicated. I use Wasapi for audio, so I can't talk to people if I'm going to play Melee. Like, it's really complicated, and I don't have a webcam, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude. Okay, so Spark can't hear me. So what I can tell you right now, literally, he factually cannot hear me, even if he opened up my stream, because he's using Wasapi audio. All he can hear is the noises of Super Smash Bros. Melee. So he literally has no idea what I'm saying. So I'm full disclosure, I'm rooting 100% for Kodorin here. Does that sound fair, Blur?
He can just close Dolphin. Do
I know it's too complicated for.
He can't
for
figure that part out.
He's
can't
locked
do that.
in. If he does that, it'll take him out of his flow state. You know how actors are, like Hollywood actors, when they're getting into the role for a character.
Yeah. Once you're in
they
character,
really right. And if he does that, even for the tiniest moment, he will lose the ability to flawlessly reaction tech chase perfectly. Which, by the way, doesn't matter at all for Sheik versus Marth. But anyway,
no, it doesn't. No.
Yeah.
I also think that you have very good reasons based on what you're saying to be rooting for Kodorin, which is that if Spark's a guy who's like kind of living life
on the edge.
Yeah, like on the edge. Like he's gonna be a hard guy to keep track of as a king. You're gonna have to schedule more of these.
It's these Sheiks, man. Atrioc, Spark,
Can't get a hold of them.
The Sheiks have been the hardest to get a hold of. Far and away, the Sheiks have been the hardest to get a hold of. I've invited other Sheiks too. It's always the Sheiks. The Sheiks are like, oh, I don't know, man. It's on netplay. Like, hang on, netplay is kind of tough. The reactions are harder. It's a netplay thing. I don't know about netplay. I'm like, dude, I can't deal with Sheik players. We got to get him out of here. Chat, you guys might know at my core, I very much resound with Sheik a lot of the time. But on King of the Cube, I am anti-Sheik. I'm a Sheik complainer along with the rest of them. Get him out of here. Kodorin's the man for the job. Let's go, Kodorin.
So am I ready?
You are. I think you're ready. Best of luck.
Right.
I'm gonna.
I'll turn on Wasapi now.
Here's what you should do. Yeah, turn on Wasapi now, and then just message Spark. And you guys are good to go. I'm gonna let me do one thing. I'm just gonna make sure I can spectate your Slippy, and as long as I can do that, then you should be clear.
All right. All right. I'll be Wasapi.
Best of luck, Kodorin. All right, Blur. I'm going to screen share to you. I see a beautiful waiting for game. I see a beautiful little waiting for game screen right now. So I'm going to screen share that to you so you can check out this gameplay. But Blur, while we're here, I didn't want to, I didn't want Kodorin to divulge too many of his secrets. Name one thing you talked about for let's say this matchup.
There's so much. I don't know how much he actually wants me to say because it's part of the dark arts.
Part of the what?
The dark arts. Like
Severus Snape.
Yeah. One of the keys is that people don't actually know. I think a lot of what top level Marths do. I think the opponents don't actually know what's going on half the time, which is part of what makes playing against top Marth I think frustrating.
What makes it frustrating?
Is that I think they genuinely don't know the mix-ups that are being played.
Name one mix-up. Name one mix-up.
So one example in this matchup is like what Zane does is the way he uses Nair is he basically hard reads Sheik's jump. Like it's like what Sheik's try to do is they try to jump over down tilt and forward air you, right? And so what the standard meta approach is you down tilt, running down tilt, you wave dash down tilt Sheik a lot. You just do that all the time, right?
Yeah.
So what Zane does is he goes to the exact position of Marth with running down tilt, and then he just nairs instead. And dude, that's a full send. That's a hard read. That's like not something that's like particularly safe. It's kind of hard.
How risky is it? How risky is it? If you're wrong,
that's the thing, right? There's an auto cancel, but still you can get owned for that. But the thing is, if every Sheik's muscle memory, their mindless muscle memory, which I love talking about, is built to just jump when they see a Marth come in like that, right?
Yeah.
And they're trying to slap you because they're like, I don't want to get down for the rest of the game.
No, you don't.
And so that's like, if you actually, like, there was actually a friendly session that Zane had against Crudo. If you just watch that, it's like, bro, he is like literally full drift in, nairing repeatedly over and over again. He's like spamming it. Zayn, just spamming it. And it works because he knows every time this guy's going to jump. And so, like, you know, there's a lot of positions where Marth's, like, in a pretty rough spot against Sheik. Like, he's really bad at scrapping against Sheik, like, more so than any other matchup for him. And one of the ways to beat that is you literally just have to full send. Like, it looks unsafe. It is unsafe. You just drift in. You drift in, and you pray to God they're jumping. And then if they are, holy smokes, getting that Nair is juicy.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I'm telling Kodorin right now he should be good to start. And here's the way I that all makes a lot of sense to me. It's interesting the way Zayn described it to me. I think it was Zayn that actually told me this in Marth Sheik pretty recently. Was he basically said, and it's kind of a wait, what is going? Hang on, let me make sure I can capture the because right now the Slippy is only saying waiting for a game for me, dude. Okay, yeah. Sometimes let me try spectating Spark because spectating Kodorin didn't seem to work out. Okay, I can spectate Spark.
Huge.
I don't know why spectating. I don't know why I always have to spectate Spark. Okay. Aha, there we go. And they're doing a little hand warmer. Let me make sure the...
While we're waiting and you're figuring this out, let me tell a little unranked story.
Oh, please do. Please do. We love those.
So, we're just talking about Soppy and how important audio delay is.
Yes.
Another thing that's important is audio volume. So
audio
I was getting
volume?
absolutely... Yes. I was getting absolutely thrashed in unranked yesterday. Like, just absolutely owned.
Okay.
Because I changed my computer volume. Like, I basically made my Spotify music hella loud, and I made my Dolphin music, like, non-existent.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, what's going on? And then I switched it back, and I won every game. I was a golden god.
You were a golden god?
So for those of you out there, you actually have to have your volume at a level.
Everything, dude, everything's important. Your chair height matters, your posture. I'm telling you, man, that makes total sense to me. Oh, Kodorin's going off right now. He's got the juggle. I wanted to, oh, we got the down smash thing.
That's the one, baby. I'm not joking. Down smash should be half your kills in this matchup. Like, it is that good.
It's so good. You know who convinced me? There was a 3-month period where Kalamazoo switched to Marth back in, like, 2016. He wasn't the best Marth, but he was so good at the down smash setup against Sheik. He actually, like, he would get 3 or 4 stocks per game off the down smash. It was insane.
Yeah, I mean, literally, that's how it should be, though. Like, Marth has so many ways of getting it against Sheik, and her tech roll is just perfect for it. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
It's so perfect. So to finish the thread about kind of the neutral game thing we were talking about, you know, it's funny because when I talked to Zayn about this matchup, he basically said, like, as the Marth, if Sheik is grounded, you want to be grounded. If Sheik goes in the air, you want to be in the air. And as the Sheik, it's the flip side. If Marth is grounded, you want to go in the air. If Marth goes in the air, you want to be on the ground. And that's the overall macro strategy of the matchup. So Marth wants to be where Sheik is vertically, and Sheik wants to be where Marth is not. Big CC grab here from Spark. Gets a little bit of damage.
And there is one thing that mixes all that up, which are needles. And so there's like a whole needle play, counterplay that goes on. What Kodorin likes to do the most is actually just never shield them. Some Marths do different things. Really? There's a lot of things you can do. Ooh, he actually is down to get hit by as many needles as it takes. Because getting hit by needles is not that big a deal.
Oh!
Yeah. It's so hard to kill Sheik in those Omnitech scenarios. It's like sometimes she's going to live. Which is why getting those juicy, like 100% down smashes is so vital.
Because Spark actually knows how to do the double Omnitech. Oh, what do you do there? You can bait the spot dodge, but... Because if they're just mindlessly Omniteching, they'll spot dodge.
It's finicky, and there's the violence counterplay, which I don't know if anyone's implemented, but, you know.
Oof. That's what Zayn does a lot of the time. He'll up tilt it, you know? Just kill him off the top. Just kill him off the top.
Okay, gets a nair out.
Okay.
Doesn't do one of those full set nairs yet. Okay.
Oh.
That's juicy.
Yeah,
huge
that
damage.
Is super juicy. He's gonna.
Up air. There he goes. I taught him that.
Oh, the blade wasn't even touching him. That was like the air blade. You know what I mean? Like the when you swing your sword like a Naruto ninja, and then there's like a little bit of. Never mind. You know what I'm talking about? The chakra. Hit him with the chakra. That's a chakra tipper.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm
Shield
talking
grab
about?
on a forward air? Dude, that never works.
It never works. No, it doesn't. Honestly,
dude,
on both sides.
That last nair did. Okay,
Big
now
nair.
he did it. He finally did the full send nair. And it might win him the game.
It might. Down air? What do you do here? Okay, combos him up. Up tilt. And now Kodorin's got the lead. What an up air.
Dude, fall through was so clutch.
Oh,
The spot dodge was beautiful. Refin is...
early up E. Early up E.
Another nair.
Oh my god. I think... Oh my god.
Not over.
No, it's not. I'm
She's
clinched.
trying to jump over. You gotta watch out. There it is.
Blur! The blur down smash! The blur smash!
Dude, I mean, I definitely didn't invent it, but if they don't tech that down tilt, which is a really hard move to tech, they should just die. It should literally be auto death. And what's funny
even if
is
they
that
do tech it, even if they do tech it,
even if they do tech it, they should die.
sometimes
but if they don't,
sometimes
they
down smash hits.
definitely
Yeah,
die.
down smash is just really good, dude. Kodorin with game. Kodorin wasn't he down a gazillion stocks?
He came back. He was down 3 stocks to 1.
He was down 3 stocks to 1. That's what I said. A gazillion. Yeah. 3 stocks to 1 is a gazillion stocks.
In that matchup, when they could needle you out, like it can feel pretty rough.
God,
but
Kodorin. Oh my god, dude, he looks so serious right now. Look at him. Wait. Look at him.
Like, can we look at him? Can we look at him?
Yeah. Look. Well, you have to look at my Twitch stream because
he's using hand warmers. Very smart.
Very smart. Zane Spark. I don't know what he's doing. He's in the desert. So it's complicated with him.
You know the Sheik side a lot better than I do. So
I know the Sheik side pretty well. Yeah. I mean, it's like we talked about. It's honestly similar, right? Like you want to call their down tilts by forward airing over it because down tilt's a very safe move for Marth, but you can just beat it by coming in at that angle with your short up forward air. And on the flip side, like if they default to just dash dancing because they think you're gonna jump, that's when you can come in with like a big boost grab because boost grab is like it's like a neutral skip. It like skips neutral, right? Like if you just call out a dash back with a overshoot boost grab, like you just win neutral. And then a lot of it is like honestly the punish game is it's kind of on both sides, right? Like they don't fully super duper true combo each other off their throws at like 0, for example. Like Sheik's gonna do like up air or up tilt into like short up air and then try to read what Marth does next. Same way for Marth. But you get put in a really uncomfortable spot when you get grabbed. I would say it's
a lot of pseudo combos.
A lot of pseudo combos on both sides. That's right. That's right.
There it is. He reads the jump, gets the nair. What more does he got?
He tried it. Oh, that was tricky with it. Okay. Oh, the needles. Oh, the Phantom! The Phantom of the Opera is here.
Okay, a bit of an SD from Spark. This is his major counter pick. Dreamland always a great choice, but you know we got a long set coming. These are first of 5s, right?
That's right. And you cannot counterpick the last stage that you counterpicked and won on. I hashed out the rule set with Sheridan because Sheridan had thought about it. Oh, he did the little babysit. He did the little babysit. He did the Mewtwo King.
Ishrock favorite player. Wish he was here.
Yeah, wish he was here. Look at that. See, that's a pseudo combo, but it's really good.
It's still really good. It's hard to escape.
It's funny. It sounds kind of. Oh, this stock was ridiculously good from Spark.
Yeah.
I'm saying was like it's over. Oh my
Not quite yet. He tries to do the tech fast fall, which is like Marth's best option off of tech in the corner, but it's tough to do. It's really hard. I don't know how Zane does it literally every time.
Yeah, Zane, insane at that kind of stuff. He goes for back air there, huh? This is a tough edge guard hit.
He clearly just wants to get Sheik off stage at any cost. Doesn't care if it like means less percentage if he misses his edge guard. Just wants to get her off as whatever way possible.
Yeah.
Tries to go for like those left and up airs. Those are super good.
Yeah, the short up airs, right? It is funny. Oh, I think he wanted to downer Spark up the other way. Down smash here would probably have killed, but Kodorin doesn't get there in time. You were thinking down smash too, right?
Yeah. In this matchup, I literally think down smash is on my head at all times.
Down smash on my mind?
Down smash is on my mind.
Is that the Blur album?
That'd be a
down smash on my mind? Oh my god.
Down smash on my mind.
Look at Spark, dude. Okay. Getting it done. Yeah, but okay. I mean, Dreamland is brutal, so...
what you really do is you make a visual check of if they don't tech or roll away, right? Because if they do anything else, you down smash, right? And then if they tech roll away, you run up B, you run up grab, you do those kind of things.
Right.
Like the down smash thing is you're trying to do it on reaction, but specifically to anything but the tech roll away, because everything else no, right?
That is actually and because you're saying because Sheik has that similar animation, you just have to watch for the tech away.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do.
That's
so
really smart.
If you saw the pause by him, if you saw the pause from him, that's him trying to react.
Wow. I saw against Mewtwo King, when he played Mewtwo King at Smash World Tour, he actually, and this was actually game 3 by the way, for sure. So we're watching them in reverse order.
I don't see anything right now, but
oh, that's because I have to. No, hang on. It's because every time I reopen Slippy for you, I have to reshare. Okay.
You gotta go.
Which induces a bunch of lag. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what the needle? What that way? What did he just canceled the blade, the sword blade with the needle? I don't know what that was. That was confusing.
By the way,
Crouch
if you're a
forward
Sheik,
tilt.
you should be tech rolling away a bunch because that's the only thing that makes it hard.
to down smash, yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna look like bad tech roll aways. You're like, bro, this is a position you would never want tech roll away in, like when you're in the corner, right?
Right.
But no, against Marth you do, because it's otherwise the down smash covers literally everything.
Yeah, it's a matchup specific thing. So yeah, what Mewtwo King did at the end of it's literally the last interaction. I think it's the last interaction that happens in their set. Kodorin versus Mewtwo King at Smash World Tour. Mewtwo King, knowing this, tech rolls away, and Kodorin calmly just walks across the stage and forward smashes Mewtwo King. Forward smashes tech roll away, and I was like so impressed by it. If you didn't know what happened, it's like, wow, that was kind of a like a ballsy forward smash. Like, why did wasn't that a little bit risky? But then like with that context in mind,
yeah.
I was really impressed. There's that Nair again. Oof. Okay, that up smash is usually a mistake.
Oh my god, he jumps over needles. And here's the thing, like I said, he doesn't care if he gets needled. So if he got ground and needled there, he just tries to get a forward air out, tries to get a grab out, anything, right?
Yeah.
With the basic idea of like, as long as I'm closing the distance, like they can't keep this game plan up. Because the worst thing is, it's like, they needle your shield, you wave dash out, you try to play dash dance, you do this whole like super long game that's exhausting. So and Kodorin just wants to skip all that. It's just like, you can't needle. I'm gonna sometimes just go in and
right.
You're gonna have to move with me. And when you move with me, that means I all of a sudden have my down tilt, have my Marth movement, which is just better than your character. Yeah.
And Kodorin is there in his webcam. I actually have the player cam is the funny part. It's just so we saw all this. I actually have the player cam. That's the funny part, but it's just what Kodorin's doing at this very moment.
That's so funny.
So I mean, if he wants, we can pretend that he's holding those hand warmers he's holding is actually a controller.
Oh my god, that's so hype.
It's a little stuttery with
a little acting.
Yeah, he could, but okay. So we saw this. Ooh, Spark definitely tried to chalk him there. Did he die because he didn't? He like did the OMS attack, but he didn't input a tech. And I think that's actually pretty good sometimes.
I think he was trying to slide off. Yeah,
slide off, yeah.
You actually want to slide off there.
But then you need to fast fall.
You need to fast fall.
You need to fast fall.
And the thing is like, he probably doesn't have the slide off versus the OMS attack percents memorized, right? So this happens a lot of times where it's like, it's kind of borderline whether you should slide off or OMS attack. And then you try to go for a slide off and it's just like, oh my god, I just went to the depths.
Yeah.
So
that's
like
very
one of those
very
ways only like super good players die.
Right.
Like noobs don't die in that way. So it looks stupid, but that's why it happened.
Even stocks here. By the way, as we're watching this, I have a very strong suspicion this actually might be game 4. I think I downloaded them in reverse order.
You might.
We'll find out. We'll find out. We can just pretend that this is game 3.
You know what?
Any
We're
pretenders?
Just gonna run with it. And,
let's just run with it. Because otherwise, you know what I'm saying?
running.
I'd have to like pull out the other one and I have to do this whole thing.
Yeah. Who cares which order we're in, really?
So I think Spark went for the thing about that position, that edge guard, is if you're Sheik there, you can go for a wall jump. And the wall jump actually gives you a bunch of mix-ups, because one, it gives you invincibility, and then you can do needle turnaround to grab the ledge, or you can air dodge. But Kodorin downered him before he could get the wall jump out, which was really clutch from him. Yeah, I think this is game
Misses
4.
the down throw combo.
But I'm going to
talking
commentate it like this is game 3.
Yeah. I've been talking to Kodorin about some of those nair and places he does. I don't really like them. Zane never does them, and you'll probably see them get punished a lot. But he does them because Junebug told him that they're safe. And I feel like Junebug is for the Sheiks.
Explain this to me. Explain this to me.
So Junebug swears by nair is just safer, bro. You gotta just nair and play sometimes. I'm just like, bro, Sheik is like the one
Instead of what?
character-
Instead of what?
Instead of like dash through or like going in with aerials or like D-tilt in place, like a lot of these other things, like, no, just nair. I'm like, bro, I just watched the matches and it doesn't work.
Dude, off that DI, by the way, I think Kodorin could have pivot tippered him. Or pivot forward smash
Yeah,
at least.
you can do that on Sheik sometimes.
If they DI in.
Yeah, it happens.
And I know Zane, when he goes for the up tilt edge guard, he does turn right there, turn on up tilt. Because if you hit them with the back hit of the sword, if you like, this is a little pro tip for all the young Marths out there. If you get the back hit of the turn on up tilt, that very reliably sends straight up. You know, the front part is like very finicky.
That was like the last frame, by the way, of Sheik standing up. So I was mostly worried that if he had time.
He would just miss it?
Yeah, like I didn't know if he had time.
Well, Kodorin, dude, executing very cleanly right now. Oh, he just ran out of the corner with the forward air.
That is a brutal one. Down throw into run cancel down tilt. Like, what?
Yes. Okay. Oh, big. Dude, that was the Zane. He ran up.
That's it.
And he did the nair, calling the jump.
And he could have gotten the stock for it. That's like the benefit of just the full send. But this is the negative. Because when you're wrong, you're real wrong.
Yeah. Down. No, he reacted red. That was so good.
So the reason what he did there, that might just look like, oh, he just saw a tech roll away and he upbeat it. So what you do there is Marth.
Yes, and they're back on battlefield, so this is Spark's counter pick.
Interesting. So you see, he tries to jump. He saw Spark charging needles, and he just tries to do a jump forward. If the needles were released, Marth had an advantage. If the needles aren't released, and he cancels and tries to go for a grab, the forward air's in his face.
Right. So it's kind of like a, you know, it's so interesting because it's like this whole war of I almost want to call it like vertical spacing, like positioning yourself relative to your opponent vertically. It's not as pronounced in a lot of other matchups, but it's really, you know, a core part of all the interactions here.
Yeah, this matchup's sick, by the way. I think it's a really cool high-level one.
Really
it's another one which, like, basically small differences in skill can make it look really, like, one-sided. But, like, as a player, you have to ignore that. If you're getting 3-stocked by Sheik or vice versa...
It could mean
like,
anything,
on the other side, it doesn't mean that they're that much better than you. It just means, like, look, you haven't figured out, like, how to beat needles or something.
There might be some core thing that they're doing that you're just not dealing with.
You're just getting owned by, or like on the Sheik side, oh, you don't know how to beat down tilt, like, and now you just lose.
Right.
And that's
or you're predictable with how you land, so you keep getting juggled for 80 damage or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, good recovery from Spark, man. Yeah, he's making it really tricky too to edgeguard him. He knows all the recovery mix-ups. Oh!
Doesn't grab the ledge in time. Grabs this time. Should be an easy
kill. And he rolls. See, he rolls. You say easy, but he did have to go for the roll there.
That's true. I mean,
and if Spark had gone straight up, I think Spark wins that mix-up because he waits out the roll with the straight up angle and then he grabs the ledge.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think there was a regular stand timing to get both. So it might have just been a straight pure mix-up, which is frustrating on the Marth side.
It's crazy, right? Because you look at it and you're like, oh, this should be an easy edge guard, but it's like it's not, and it's like, oh man.
There was probably a ledge hop dare timing to get both, but
that's.
Yeah.
Then like, there's probably something else that beats that. You know, it turns into this whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. Oh my god. Jeez, these dashback crouches or crouch dashbacks from Spark.
Kodorin finally gets the slide off after 3 attempts. Oh, reads the spot dodge, waits it out. Oh my god, just missed bases.
Ooh.
Getting off the ledge, super hard for Marth against Sheik. And that time he does a ledge jump.
Yeah, I mean, it's an extra bummer because he probably did not mean to do the tournament winner there.
Dude. Misses another forward air, trying to attack a Sheik in the corner. Misses another forward air. Uh-oh, he might be swinging a little bit, you know?
Listen,
a little
Kodorin,
frustrating match.
Yeah, he brought this back game 1 though, same stage.
True. This is looking pretty bad.
Oh. Oh.
Boy.
Oh. Oh, well, that's what it looks like. Dude, Sparks,
The main thing to pay attention to there is that, like, Spark spent a lot of time, like, where Kodorin was trying to hit him with, like, those forward airs, just not moving. So all Kodorin has to do is be a little bit more patient and measured, you know, like,
yeah,
he's kind of letting the pace get out of hand.
right.
He'll probably adjust this game.
Oh, he got him with up throw. Up throw works
jump
at that
left.
percent?
Yeah, it works at like the 20 to 30, but like it's all about if they don't jump, right? Like, and also ports. Instant up air. I saw him that. There you go. Very nice.
You taught him that?
Yeah.
You're nuts.
So he like before this week, he literally was always narrowing on stage against like air dodge and stuff. It was embarrassing.
Oh, Spark, a little bit of a miss there. Oh, but that forward air is huge. Oh, that was ambitious. That was ambitious.
Very ambitious.
That was ambitious. Okay.
It's a grab. Mark is able to jump out. Just tries to grab all the way in the corner. And misses terrible.
Missing, dude. That's the thing for Marth in this matchup. If you miss anything, like if you're whiffing, it's really bad. I think she can get away with whiffing more than Marth can.
He's making a lot of like big calls, and like the patience isn't there right now, and Spark is taking complete advantage. Like these fairs, the dash across stage, a lot of the stuff you're seeing here, it's like, yeah, this matchup doesn't like let you do that. It just you have to kind of take your time and make the right read, not just the fast one. Oh, that's it. Yeah,
that was nasty, dude.
Kind of sick.
That's the thing when you commit like that, you need to hit with the, because if any of those hits were not the tipper hitbox, that combo wasn't happening. He needed tipper forward air, tipper down air, all the way through. Waits out the spot dodge.
Doesn't go for a jump read, so Spark gets out.
This whole dance that Spark is forcing, like where he crouch cancels, it's all about the tipper hitbox. Because Marth can beat that crouch with a tipper forward air, but if he does not get the tipper hitbox, it's really, really bad.
Yeah, and it's hard to get rising fair tipper on Sheik's crouch. It's pretty technical. So, but it's important, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, jumps over needles again.
Oh my
That's,
god.
in my opinion, that is Marth's #1 answer to needles, ground needles, is to just jump on her face. You're basically like a fox against a falco.
Interesting.
You're just trying to jump on her head.
It's actually kind of funny because most matchups, Marth isn't really jumping over stuff per se. He's kind of slow in the air. But okay, with ground and needles, it kind of makes sense. Spark winning that crouch cancel game. Oh, the delayed.
Still alive?
Uh-oh, I don't think he touched. I don't think he touched. Kodorin is now... What's the word I'm looking for? He's on the brink of defeat.
On the brink. 4-2.
4-2. Spark.
Yeah, Spark is looking like he's going to keep it. And Toph's going to have to live with trying to schedule another week.
I'm going to tell him. I'm going to mail him a fucking webcam. And I'm going to tell him you have to turn... I'm actually just going to corral him next week. No more top player privilege.
None of this. Wait, it's not over yet. Kodorin, oh my god, those fairs gotta go, bro.
They gotta go?
They gotta go. What does Bruce Lee say?
Be like water?
He says be like water, but he's like, sometimes it's about what you take out, right? Or something like that. It is a good quote by him. Oh, he got it.
Sometimes...
like, I don't have the quote.
Alright, moments past.
I've watched moments past. I've watched the Bruce Lee YouTube videos.
Me too, no, I've watched all of them. Yeah. You see the one where he flares out his lats?
Oh, I love that one.
Oh, man. Oh, I thought maybe just forward smash or something. I don't know. Oh! Oh, you got it. Oh, you got it. Gotta tech chase that. Gotta tech chase that, Kodorin.
Well,
but he's playing...
probably thinking it was going to be a pop-up, man. He didn't expect an ASDI down at that. Like who expected up tilt there?
Right.
Oh my god, he steals the stock. Is this the beginning?
This might be the beginning. Or is this the end? Oh.
Yeah. Kodorin tries to go for that grab. I don't mind that because you can grab between hit 1 and hit 2 of Sheik's up tilt, but it's just like so hard. But I know in this position he's like, yo, if I get it though,
yeah,
like I'm in like such a good spot. So
I mean, I think the issue, right? I think the issue with it is just that like You can, but you kind of need to, like, up tilt isn't really reactable. Like, by the time hit one happens, it's super fast. So you kind of have to know. Oh, that was a great bair neutral. That was green Marth. That was a green Marth back air.
That's
Oh, look who it is in chat. Don't worry about H-Rock. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Dude,
I got it equally esteemed.
Where Big A was just shit talking his former employer. I love
Really?
it. Yeah, you didn't see the article?
Really our former employer.
Really are.
All right, well, listen. Kodorin's up 3 stocks to 1 right now. In a major way. Oh, he couch canceled the tipper. He said, F your tipper. I'll take that on the chin. You know what I think happened? I think A-Truck thought it was 5 p.m. because we used to do 5 p.m.
I see you in chat now. It's very, very beautiful. Right on time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. A-Truck, this is a bad week to come on. My internet went down mid-game 3. Like, it's scuffed this week anyway, dude. My internet literally, my whole building, the internet crashed. And
we made it work, but
we made it work. We had to use Slippy files.
Better on YouTube, you know.
Yeah, my editor's gonna splice it all together seamlessly. Seamlessly, right, Sean? Seamlessly. Just watch it on YouTube. Hey, shout out to the YouTube viewers. Shout out to YouTube frogs. Hey, leave a comment for the algorithm. Comment for the algorithm. Comment for the algorithm. Everyone knows. Dude, look at Kodorin sledged him up. Okay, I don't think he puts it doing that.
It's
Kodorin,
so funny though. You can never take Sheik lightly. Like in this position, you're just like, bro, she can win.
She can
like,
win.
If you're the Marth, you're still nervous as hell.
That's why I don't like him going for whatever those jabs and side Bs were. Okay, I don't think he was messing around. I think he might have gotten a little lost in the sauce though. And look at this.
There's not a lot. Like it doesn't take Sheik a lot of interactions to win from this spot, but yeah. Hey man, 3 to 4. Technically,
3 to 4.
I love thinking about it like this.
Yeah.
Going into a game 8, it couldn't get any closer. Like mathematically. Right? It literally couldn't be any closer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. One of the players has to be up 4 to 3 if you're going into a game 8. You can't have it 3.5, 3.4. Now, chess, let me tell you, chess, it can be drawn up. It can be all drawn up going into game 8. It can be drawn up. Well, not game 8. Point.
Not in melee.
You know, it's funny.
Well, yeah.
You know, while we're talking about this, because it is, just to prove to chat here, they're taking a little breather. They're waiting for a game. Kodorin's looking locked in. It's funny with games with draws. Because, you know, I was playing Violence at Summit, and we were having an intense chess game. And in Melee, you're having an intense game, but you kind of know it's like all good things have to come to an end. One of us is going to be the victor, one's going to be the loser. But we played this slugfest of a chess game for like an hour, and the dust settled and ended in a draw. And we're like, wow, we're just on equal footing, I guess. And it was kind of a beautiful thing in a weird way, you know?
It's a bonding experience.
Yeah, because we were like, no one's really mad. You know, we're like, well, we played a good game. I don't know what do you do about that? It's just... But okay, here on King of the Cube, no draws.
You gotta win 2 Dreamland games? Oh, no.
Oh, 2 Dreamland games. Okay, Kodorin, bust out the fox. It's time.
It's not time.
It's not time.
You saw Dacky last week?
I did see Dacky got fucked.
Oh
yeah,
my
he got
God.
fucked. He got
we
slaughtered.
We don't want to talk about it for too long, but yeah, it was tough.
And people who don't know Dacky, because he's a more new school player, were like, well, who the hell's Dacky? Like, you know, he must not.
Cracked.
He destroyed Lucky the prior week. He beat Lucky 5-2, you know, pretty solidly. So. Oh, I like that.
Just grabs?
Just
fine,
grab. Oh, that was ambitious.
Oh, that was no good.
Big dreams. Big dreams.
Boy, some
Can't
of these
whiff.
forward airs really gotta go.
It's the Bruce Lee thing, right?
Yeah.
It's the Bruce Lee thing.
And it's, I think I know why he's going for some of those fairs.
Yeah.
It's because like they are pretty freaking good at also calling the jump, but he's just not spacing them right, and he's doing them when Sheik's just on the ground. He's doing when Sheik's in the air, you know? Right.
Yeah, it's all about paying attention to, you know, is she grounded or is she in the air? And on both sides, like Spark has to do the same thing. And I mean, I will say one thing about this battle, I love that you pointed out that one little moment where you felt like Kodorin was getting impatient, because I think the patience is everything. Because look what Spark does when he's in the lead. He crouches, he just holds center with needles. Look at that.
Yeah.
And he calls the
no
jump.
Impatience in Spark. No air dodge from Kodorin, so he dies. That's what you gotta do in that moment. Yeah.
That run-up F tilt, by the way, is like the Sheik version of the Marth run-up and then do a neutral air. Because you're trying to catch them coming off the ground with that forward tilt. It's honestly pretty similar, pretty analogous.
This is looking super hard. Kodorin would have to fight very hard to win this one from here.
Tooth and nail. Just like Bruce Lee.
Just like Bruce Lee.
Just like Bruce Lee. And enter the dragon! No! The dragon's not entering!
Oh my god. Right now, Spark is looking like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Game
He's
Over.
looking like what? Sorry?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh,
he's
Kareem
in the Bruce Lee
Abdul-Jabbar.
movie?
Yeah.
It always blows my mind, that stat. It's just, what? Why is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in a Bruce Lee movie?
Yep.
As a villain.
Oh, hang on. The rising forwarders. The Church of Blur. He reacted.
I love Rising Fair, but I like him a specific way.
Okay.
Get this. Oh,
Oh,
gotta get that.
he wanted to.
You gotta get that.
No. Listen, he went for that bear because he wanted to hit the Omsatech, trigger the Omsatech with the back air, and then forward smash. That's why he did that.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, actually, you are right.
But it's hard. It's really
That's
hard.
a hard bear to hit. 'cause
See.
he's crouching.
Oh, and he waits out the spot dodge because he knows Spark will go for the double.
Not dead yet.
Saying it.
That's the
So he
crazy
didn't
part.
die?
Yeah.
What a dude. That recovery, that whole sequence where Spark just turned to Zelda and gently landed on the top platform like an autumn leaf, falling off the tree as the leaves are turning, you know.
Dude, Spark's just too good.
Look at him walk up
That's the problem.
slowly. Did he just walk up slowly and pressure Kodorin positionally?
Yeah. Oh my god, crouch cancel dash attack. You can't even just down tilt the guy.
Oh, he's cooking!
What?
No, he's doing the thing!
Oh my god, he.
Oh,
CDK?
oh, he did another!
But Kodorin, you gotta take advantage of this moment.
Oh, no jump,
Marcus
no
trying
jump,
to
no jump,
style
no
on
jump,
you,
no jump, no jump,
and
no jump.
That gives you a window. That gives you
no
a
jump,
window.
get over there, get over there. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Use the window.
Oh, come on, Kodorin. Where there's a will, there's a way.
God,
If he takes the stock, I swear, if he takes the stock, there's a way.
He has a chance. Oh my
He's a
god,
chance,
the
he's a
same
chance, he's a
shield
chance.
breaker.
Never say never,
He
never say
reads
never,
it.
never say never, never say never, never say never.
Keep fighting.
Keep fighting. Till the bitter end. No!
No!
Oh!
Boy.
Oh! Spark continues his reign of terror with a 5-3 victory. Oh.
Oof.
Sweating bullets out here, dude. Oh my god.
That's rough.
Dude, I gotta say, I mean, okay, obviously we were commentating from a Marth biased perspective. Hello, Spark. Welcome.
He can do interviews now?
He can do interviews.
Spark can do interviews
Look at
only
the
when he
fa-
wins.
Spark, I've decided we're rating you in next week. You have to hop on the pregame interview. Kodorin did Wasabi too, but he swapped to Wasabi after the pregame interview. You have to do the same thing next week.
Hello.
That's what I decided.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
You can hear me?
What's
You
up?
got the Wasabi out of your veins?
Yup, I've deleted it.
Good set, first of all. First and foremost, congratulations on being the reigning king.
Thank you.
Spark, I've decided next week you have to do the pregame interview. You have to do Kodorin this week. Switch to Wasabi after talking to me before the
Yeah,
set.
like it's not like I could just close Dolphin and talk to you. I'm just too
yeah.
lazy
Asked
to
me
talk.
multiple
you know?
times what the score was.
I know. He asked you multiple times what the score. Dude, I think he was H-boxing you. I think it's all mental. Yeah.
Wait, what did I do?
You asked me multiple times what the score was.
Oh, dude, I'm like really stupid. Like, I'm not doing this on purpose, dude. Like, I have like problems. I'm good at it in best of 5, but like, I've never done a first to 5, and like,
It's
I've
much
never
longer.
done a first to 5. You actually already have one.
Oh, I
First five
have
last week.
But, dude, there was no whatever.
The last official match you have recorded on your record is a first to 5.
That's true. That's true.
That's true, but like,
Put it
you
this.
know,
I'll
I never
answer this for
had to
Spark.
counter-
Spark's a humble guy. He's not gonna come on and say it. I'll come in and say it. He didn't have to do much counting that one. It was so. Hey, we had good set this week though compared to, you know what I'm saying. Better than last week. Dude, man, that was a slobber doctor. Kodorin, I really appreciated the subtleties of your anti-Omsatech game, and I okay, listen, I talked to Nintendo a while back about Sheik Marth when he was switching to Marth, and what he said to me was, he was like, okay, my current take on the matchup at this time it was 2019, but the modern take on the Marth Sheik matchup is it's pretty even, except for the fact that edgeguarding Sheik is a bitch because of the Omsatech mix-up. And because of that alone, I think Sheik wins. What do you think about that?
That's the Drug Fox opinion.
Is it?
That's what he says. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't think I'm that good at the matchup net to like.
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe Sheik wins, but like I know I'm not that good at the matchup yet. So it's like
Mhm.
I don't know. I only have myself to blame for now.
Oh,
Like I could see Marth winning, honestly. If
Really?
like, because like I think like if you were to really push, because like the main mistakes I knew I made throughout the first 5 was like I scrapped way too much. I knew I should not be engaging in those, and like when I did, I should have used crouch cancel more. That was like my main problem. And like I don't know, combination of like crouch cancel and like actually using your sword, and it's like I think actually Mark could like hit Sheik pretty hard himself. So I don't know. Like I think if I play it right, I think Mark can win. It's just harder. I think like the presiding factor is that Mark does have a harder time
Scrapping.
So what you're trying to say is you came on here trying to quench the narrative, and then in the post game interview you're saying I don't think I'm that good against Sheik.
Okay,
Does
listen.
that mean the narrative's confirmed? I'm just rough,
Wow.
but
Hey, Blur's words, not
confirming
mine.
narrative.
I was gonna
Well,
say.
if I could give myself a little defense blur, I think I did pretty well considering there was actually a lot of lag spikes.
Yeah.
I think Smart can
True.
corroborate
and my
that.
internet
it was
literally, my
freaking
internet
freaking
literally
lag.
went down.
Lag
My
Sheik
internet
is
literally went down.
unplayable. All right.
Yeah,
That's
it
hard
was
to
a
do.
vibe check.
I think I'm gonna give myself a pat and back for at least taking 3 games.
That's
Dude,
right. That's right. We take 3 around here.
Yeah.
Kodorin, I mean, I'll be the first to tell you. You know, usually I try to pick, you know, well, when I pick my challengers, I considered a lot of factors, and I think you came on. Obviously, like if I wanted to bring you on for like a matchup that you were super comfortable for, we could have done that. But you stepped up to the challenge, as we talked about. You stepped up to the plate, and
Yeah.
I want to tell you, you know, if you ever want to come back, you hone that blade, and we'll get you back on here.
I'd be
week.
down. I mean,
Yeah.
like, there's still so much. Like, man, I want to play that first to 5 again because, like, oh man, I don't think I really. I think like the one game where I actually did play it properly was like the game before the last game, the second last game. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I thought I played that really well. Every other game I was like, whatever. So I think if I play like that a lot, like I really get that in my hands, like I think I would be really, really good for the Sheik. I was just talking, by the way. Like I don't want. Of course, Blur have to you know rile the storyline a little, but like the truth is that like I really came here to learn, and I think I learned a lot.
There's a lot of learning that was done last week for sure. It looked like progress to me, and that's all that
Yeah,
really
like
matters.
I'm just happy I didn't get 5-0'd if I'm being honest, because like I think like last week alone, I think I would have gone 5-0'd.
No, that was super doable. I think you made a lot of progress in a week. Dude, who are your Sheik training buddies anyone you want to shout out?
Oh yeah, I mean, Azol is one.
Oh yeah.
I'm playing Hoka every now and then. But like the random Sheik, because like I'll be honest, there's not a lot of Sheiks out there.
There's
I
not.
played Crudo once.
Nice.
And yeah, I just like beg people to play me, and then there's like, you know, random Sheiks like yesterday yesterday I played what was the tag? I almost forgot. I did forget.
You play Mango Sheik?
No, not Mango Sheik. It was just like Sheik's at Audrey, yeah. I played Audrey Sheik. And like some other Sheiks. HD Brown. I had to like sink that low, by the way, to find some Sheik practice. Like, come on. Were you gonna say
HD Brian?
HD Brian.
Face Roll didn't quit. I played Face Roll unranked last night.
Oh yeah, Face Roll's an unranked demon, but he's not coming out to stuff.
What if
He'll go to the big ones?
Yeah, he's a big one. He's a big one goer. What about Spark? What's up? What's next for Spark? Is Spark a demon, or is he coming out to the big ones?
The thing about me is I'm a demon, but I'm going to the locals here in Arizona, and there's 2 of them a week, one on Sunday, one on Tuesday, so I can't go to training mode Tuesdays. And net play hurts my feelings anyway, and I don't want people to be mad at the internet, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna stick to offline, you know, and then I'm going to the big ones. I think I already
You're
said
going to the big
last
ones.
week. Yeah.
Going to the big ones. Do you are you permanently situated in Arizona? Is that your new home?
Nope, but it might be.
You're scoping it
haven't
out?
decided. Yeah.
In your bus in the desert. They don't have webcams though in Arizona.
They don't. Yeah, that's why. That's the reason.
We'll have to give you. I'll have to express ship you with Amazon 2-day a Logitech webcam. Get it airdropped into the middle of the desert for you for next week.
Spark, so I still haven't really caught up. Why are you in the? What's going on?
It's a secret, Blair. You're not allowed to. Not allowed to know.
We're not
allowed to
to
know.
speak about it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a deep dark secret.
Yeah.
What a badass.
He's in the desert, dude. It's like a top secret government
Like an
project. It's like
an actual
Area 51 type of thing. Yeah, it's one of those.
Look, man, some things are better left unsaid.
Well, I can't wait to see all of you guys soon. All the Sheiks out there who hate net play. Can't wait to see you. There's a lot of majors coming up.
Yeah.
Listen, I was talking to Face Roll. He told me, because I invited him, and he's like, "Oh, I don't like net play." And then I told him about the money, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't tell me about the money." So I'm looking at potentially getting Face Roll on for one of these upcoming weeks.
Don't do it. Don't do it next week. Do it when I'm off. I'm trying to dodge that guy.
You're trying to dodge that guy.
Yeah, can we bring back Dacky? I like that.
Yeah,
Let's bring back Dacky.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring. Let's do
Give
that.
Kodorin one more week, and I give it to good old Kodorin.
I can play John again next week. I'm down.
In 1 week, the man made strides. Give him 2. You don't want to even think about it.
2 weeks is that's too much practice
That's
for
too
Kodorin.
many weeks for the Kodorin.
All right, well, congratulations, Spark. Listen, I'm gonna try to get you an insane opponent for next week.
Oh no, I thought you were on my side.
Well, I am, but I want to test. I want to push you to your limits, just as Kodorin was pushed to his.
Oh, well, if
I
that's the
appreciate
case, if that's the case, pick any fox. That's not Dacky. I'll lose.
Why Dag? You got to keep catching strays out here, dude.
Look, I don't know. Okay, I need to stop.
Okay,
Get an opponent that appreciates your internet.
that's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Get an Arizona opponent. What about that? So the internet thing is okay.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's like a meme almost. In Arizona, literally all the internet is shit. Like it's almost impossible to get good internet.
Yeah, access of his is terrible.
Yeah, it's just kind of be like that. So
that sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah, but you know what they say, the grass is always greener
on the other side. That's right. They do say that. Does it apply?
No,
not sure.
I don't know why I'm saying.
Hey, but you know me.
Yeah, you know me.
Because the grass is greener because you got $100.
Yeah, it's green or something. I guess
it's green. It is green. All right. Well, to both you guys, I'll be in your DM soon for payment. Thank you again for coming on, Spark. We'll see you next week. Kodorin, you know you get money just for playing, right?
F Cox. Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you do. So I'll hit you up. But okay, Blur, thank you again for coming on. And next week again on King of the Cube.